Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I have this pretty in pink themed makeup look for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. Obviously you could wear this any time of the year, whether it's
sunshine, rain, winter, Christmas, whatever you want to do.
Obviously makeup is art and you can wear it any time of the year. I'm not going to ramble, but yeah, this is what I created, inspired by like a soft glam makeup look. I'm gonna zhuzh it up this Sunday with a more sexier version. So if you also want to see that, make sure you are subscribed. Hit the link in the down bar. There you go. Don't know why I winked. I'm in a really strange mood today. I'm feeling the backdrop. I'm feeling a little bit extra because I'm really excited to film. But yeah, I really hope you have an amazing Valentine's Day. Whether you are single, whether you are mingling, whether you are being independent, whatever you are doing, it is the day for love, whether that's loving yourself, loving someone else, just giving out the love. Obviously you can do it every day, but why not intensify it on another day? I don't know. I'm not against Valentine's Day whatsoever. I love it. I think it's great. And now that I'm in a relationship I love it even more, so there you go. But yeah, if you want to see how I created this makeup look, then please carry on watching and I shall show you a lovely lot how to do it. So to start off my pretty in pink makeup look, I'll be taking the shade Shy from the Huda Beauty palette and applying this in the crease of my eye as our first transition shade. And I'm taking this on a Luxe Soft Definer brush from Zoeva. Just going to swirl the brush into the product and then tap off the excess. Then I'm just going to apply this into the crease of my eye as well. For the inner part of the lid just here, I'm taking the shade Angelic, which is from the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. I'm taking this on a flat shader brush. I sprayed it with a little bit of setting spray. So I'm just going to apply it to the brush and apply it to the inner corner of my eye. Then for this part of my eye, I'll be taking the shade Rose Gold, which is right here, also from the Huda Beauty palette. So I'll be taking that on the opposite side of the brush. What? Why is it doing that? Okay, so the shadow is going really weird on the outer part of my eye. I don't know why it's doing that. And we're going to use a different shade. So instead I'm going to take this shade here. It's like a pinky purple lilac-y colour from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I know this won't let me down. I'm just spraying up my brush with a bit of setting spray and going into the shadow. That looks pretty. Then I'm just going to flip the brush over to what had the Angelic shade on and just kind of tap between the two colours to help blend them together. I'm just going to take the brush that had Flamingo on it and just go into the crease very lightly just to further soften everything out. See, it's a very soft makeup look, very soft and very easy as well. For the brow bone, I'm taking the shade A Touch of Lilac from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is like a creamy colour with a tiny bit of like pinky reflex in it. It's really pretty. So I'm just applying a tiny bit of that to my MAC 242 brush and applying it to my brow bone. Then I'm just going to take the brush that had the softer pink, the big fluffy one, and just go over the highlight and the crease shade, just to kind of give it a little bit of a blend. I decided to add a little bit of pink glitter just to kind of make it look a little bit more fancy, and I love the way it looks. It's just really pretty and sparkly. So I'm just taking this shade here from the Urban Decay Moon Dust palette. It's in the shade Spectre. It's just a very baby pink glitter. I'm taking it on a MAC 242 brush, spraying it to get a little stickiness, and then applying it to the brush. I'm just applying it all over the lid, literally nothing fancy at all, just because I felt like even though it's a soft makeup look, and like pretty and pink, that kind of thing. It's not what I wanted it to look like, so I decided to add some glitter. This definitely makes such a difference, so if you ever look at your makeup look and you think it needs something, just add a little bit of glitter. Sorted. I'm just going to curl my lashes now. I'm not going to apply any eyeliner just because I want it to be a really soft look. So if you wanted to and you wanted to smoke it out, then go for it. But I'm going to film a more sexier Valentine's look soon. This is a prettier one. So then I'm just going to curl my lashes, nothing special, just to give them a little bit of a lift. I'm curling them using the Avon eyelash curlers, just popping the lashes in, pushing it up, and then just pressing and pressing until I feel like they are nice and curled. I need to get some new eyelash curlers desperately. So I'm just going to apply some mascara to my lashes. This is the L'Oreal This is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. Just applying some of that to my lashes. For lashes, I'll be taking these Ardell Wispies. I'm just going to pop them onto a tweezer and then pop them onto my lashes. I'm going to prime my face using the MAC Strobe Cream in the shade Gold Light. Just applying a generous amount of this to my fingertips and then massaging it into the skin for a nice luminous glow. Once that's all massaged into the skin, I'm taking the Maybelline Superstay Foundation in the shade Fawn. I'm going to take this on my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge and just buff this all into the face using bouncing motions. This is a damp beauty sponge. So I'm just squirting out some of the product. It's quite a thick foundation. I love it. It's so good. I finally fake tan, so it actually matches my face. So I'm just going to blend this into the skin. For contour, I'm taking the Elegel Pro Conceal in the shade Beautiful Bronze. Just going to squeeze some of this out and then apply some under my cheekbones, not too much. I'm not going for like too heavy of a contour, just more so some like just shading around the like outer parts of my face, just to add some dimension. I've been using this more recently than my Mink Stick to Flawless foundation stick because I used it in that cheap versus expensive video. You can find it on my channel if you want to watch, and I just love the way it looks. It's a lot more bronzy, beautiful bronze, haha. And then the Mink Stick to Flawless stick is like more cool toned. Taking some of this down the nose as well, basically just whatever's left on the brush, just to add some sort of shading. Then to blend that out, I'm taking my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. For concealer, just to brighten everything up and make everything look pretty, I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution Concealer and Define Concealer in the shade C4. I have been loving this and I have not been using any other concealer recently. It's just so freaking good. Next time I go to Superdrug, I'm definitely going to stock up on this. It's so good. Just applying that under my eyes. I want quite a nice bright under eye, so that's what I'm going to go with. Quite a lot of concealer. There we go. What was that voice? I have no idea. Okay, so then applying it under my eyes. I'm feeling this backdrop. I'm so excited about the backdrop. Are you excited about the backdrop? I went to Dun & Mill today and didn't realise how easy it is for me to buy different backdrops. I thought I had to like pay for the 20 quid ones at Amazon. No, I literally just bought 2 meters of 2 different types of fabric and put them on top of each other, and there you go. We've now got a cool backdrop rather than the weird textured wallpaper that I have. So that is fun. But what's going to happen is I'm going to end up purchasing a new backdrop for every single makeup look I do. But there you go. That's what happens. So I'm just applying this on the centre of my forehead as well, just to kind of like even everything out. Also applying some to my Cupid's bow, my chin and my nose, just to even everything out. Then I'm just going to blend it out using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. Just applying that under my eyes. I'm feeling this backdrop. I'm so excited about the backdrop. I thought I had to like pay for the 20 quid ones at Amazon. No, I literally just bought 2 meters of 2 different types of fabric and put them on top of each other, and there you go. We've now got a cool backdrop rather than the weird textured wallpaper that I have. So that is fun. But what's going to happen is I'm going to end up purchasing a new backdrop for every single makeup look I do. But there you go. That's what happens. So I'm just applying this on the centre of my forehead as well, just to kind of like even everything out. Also applying some to my Cupid's bow, my chin and my nose, just to even everything out. Then I'm just going to blend it out using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. For highlight, I want a really pop-in highlight for this makeup look. Even though it's a soft glam look, like soft, pretty and pink kind of vibes, I want to take this creamy shade from the Sleek Solstice palette just as a base for the creamy highlighter, because I want it to be nice and intense. So I'm taking that on my ring finger and just kind of tapping it on the cheekbone before we apply any powders that melts into the skin. Just going to keep on blending this all together and then apply it to the other cheekbone because we want to look somewhat symmetrical. Then I'm just going to take my sponge and just kind of like tap over it to help it blend into the skin a little bit more. Then for the actual highlighter, I'm going to set that using the pink shade from the Sleek Solstice palette. Just taking this on the Zoeva Luxe Powder Fusion brush, just swirling it into the brush, tapping off the excess to start off with, and then just applying, oh, look at that, oh, that's pretty. Just applying that to my cheekbone. Oh, watch me. Oh, watch me highlight. Watch me highlight. Ooh, watch me highlight. I'm just going to keep applying more until there's no more face to apply a highlighter to. Then we need to set the rest of my face. I'm taking the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder. Of course, there is no other powder that I use. I don't feel like I'll ever switch. I really want to try the Laura Mercier one, but it's just incredibly expensive. So I'm just going to apply this all over my face. I'm not going to go right over the highlight, but kind of like on the line of it, just to help blend it in a little bit more. For contour, I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, as always, in the shade Java, on my MAC 109 contour brush. So I'm just going to go into the product, give it a little swirl, tap off the excess, and then go under my cheekbones in little swirly motions, bringing it up onto the temples, and then taking it around the side of the temples, which is also going to help to intensify the highlights. Then I'm also taking it on the top of my forehead, just going to help to make my forehead look a little bit smaller and to also add some nice shading. All the bristles keep falling off. I've had this brush for like 3 or 4 years now, so it's starting to lose its time, but it's lasted a very long time. Oh, that looks very intense from the camera. It's not that intense in real life, I promise. Just going to keep blending everything out like so. And then also applying on the side of my forehead as well. Then I'm also going to take some on my jawline and on that like double chin area. Then I'll also be applying some down the sides of my little old nose. For bronzer, I'll be taking my favourite bronzer brush, which is the Sigma F25 Tapered Face Brush. Then I'll also be taking the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. I really like this bronzer. It's so good. So I'm just going to apply this very lightly on the outer part of my forehead. When I say lightly, I mean with a light hand, but I'm applying a lot of product. I'm applying on the outer perimeter of my forehead, kind of like in between the highlight and the contour. And then I'll also be bronzing up this side of my face. Then I'm going to take a teeny tiny bit of the bronzer and applying it down my nose and across like the cheeks, like where the sun would like hit you. Like that, just to help blend everything in. For blush, I'll be taking the NYX blush in the shade Peach. It's definitely not peach, it is just a pink. There is no other way to describe it. It's just a pink. But for some reason it's called peach. But I'm taking this on my Zoeva Luxe Cheek brush. And then tapping it on the back of my hand. I do want like an obvious blush, but I don't want it to look like I've just gone like that with the product. Imagine if I actually did that, oh my god. So I'm just going to blush up them cheekbones. This is going to help to blend that highlight in as well. I'm just going to set everything into place using my Freedom Makeup Setting Spray. Just give it a good old shake. put my hair back and then spray my face. And then I take the mirror I got from Anastasia Beverly Hills to fan my face. Once my face is all lovely and set, I'm going to take the highlighter again. I'm just going to spray the brush so it's like a little bit damp. And then I'm going to go in with the same like pinky shade, but I'm also going to just tap it in to the champagne shade as well. And then just go on top of that. Needs a little bit more spray actually. That highlight is blending. I'm just going to take the blush brush that we use to apply the blush. I really struggled to say blush brush without like stuttering, so I had to do that pretty slowly. But I'm just going to tap over the highlighter with this, just to kind of like help blend it all in. Can't talk, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to go ahead and set the brows. This is kind of like my favourite part of doing the makeup, and it's all like the final touches and you get to see everything like come together. So this is the brow gel from Anastasia in the shade Chocolate. Then I'm going to go under my lower lash line with a mixture of the shade Flamingo and Shy, which we also used in the crease of my eye. I'm just going to apply those, mix together under my lower lash line. I'm just looking up around while I apply this. Then I need to highlight the inner corner of my eye, so I'm taking the Primark eyeliner pencil, just taking the shimmery side, applying it to the inner corner of my eye, then taking the smudgy side and just going over the top of everything. Then I'm also taking the pink shade again from the Sleek Solstice palette and just going into the pink shade. Might actually spray the brush a little bit just to intensify it. Then I'm going to apply some mascara to my lower lashes. I've got some mascara under my lower lashes, so I'm just going to let that dry while I do my lips, and I'll come back with a spoolie and a eyeshadow brush that I use. It doesn't really have any product on it, like this clean one right here, and then just kind of go over it like this and it will get rid of any mascara that I have on my lower lashes. My lower lashes are really long and then my top ones are really short, so that's great. For my lips, I'll be taking the Soar lip liner from MAC and outlining my lips. Then I'm just going to fill it in my lip using the liner. I haven't used a gloss in a while, so I decided to go for a gloss. This is in the shade Blushing from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's from one of their mini lip kits, but I'm pretty sure they probably have it. I'm not too sure, but they will have a pink lip gloss of some sort. So this is the finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial, as always, as much as I did creating it for you. I'm so pumped because I have this new backdrop and it's really like inspired me and been like, yeah, I'm filming, look at me go, look at me creating content, la-di-da-di-da, it's great. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Pink backdrop, pink makeup, pink backdrop, pink makeup, really enjoying it. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. YouTube has also changed its algorithm and things again, which is fantastic, so if you don't want to miss a video, make sure you click the little notification bell next to the subscribe button, and also when you go in your subscription feed, make sure you sort it into most recent and not highlights, as the most recent will bring up everyone that you're subscribed to, which is obviously what you want to see. So yeah, without further ado, I hope you have an amazing time and I shall see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye! I'm going to take this on my Real Techniques Miracle Splash. Number 3. Ooh.
What was your first
It kind of goes to number 1, but like your first like impression. What was your first impression of me?
Well, when you came into work, like when we met, you seemed really like focused and confident, like headstrong.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously you're beautiful.
Aww.
Aww. That's cute.